Coordinated, episode 242, Early Planning for Late Testing.
Greetings, AP coordinators. Derek and Karli here, Senior Director, AP Coordinator Experience for the AP program and former AP Coordinator.
And I'm Karli Suge, School Counselor and AP Coordinator.
Thanks for joining us. This is Monday, September 23rd, 2024. And please don't worry if you are listening after that date. You are by no means late. You are right on time. And you are in the place to be to hear all the latest and greatest in the world of AP coordinators.
If you're like me, you're never first, never last, yet always on time. Speaking of which, it's time to get coordinated.
Good morning, Karli.
Good morning, Derek. Did you like that? Never first, never last, always on time.
I think that describes you very well. As you've told me a few times, you are not a type A personality.
Nope, not a type A. I'm a strong B plus and super proud of it.
Self-awareness and pride. I just love that about you. And I love that we get to have this particular conversation in September. I mean, talk about early planning. Awesome.
Right. And normally I'd roll my eyes just a little bit at doing something so far in advance, but not this time. There's a good reason to talk about this now, a big change that requires some early planning.
Yep. Today we're going to talk about late testing, and there's a lot to say.
There is. Let's start with this. Some circumstances may make it necessary for students to test late. And by late, I mean after those first 2 full weeks of May. For a variety of reasons, some students just can't test in the standard testing window. So, to preserve the security of AP exams, College Board develops alternate versions of each exam for late testing.
That's a key point. Regularly scheduled exams cannot be used for late testing. I'll say that one more time in a slightly different way. Exams ordered for the standard testing window cannot, we repeat, cannot be used for late testing. Specific exams must be ordered and administered in the late testing window.
Derek, you're sounding kind of mean when you say that. A little harsh, if you know what I'm saying. Take it easy.
I don't mean to sound that way. However, there's always a however. However, every year we have a handful of schools who unknowingly make this mistake, and they have their students get their exams canceled for this reason, Karli. Canceled. Not good at all. Let's try to make this the first year that doesn't happen to anyone. Can we do that?
Absolutely. Let's try. That's a great goal. And we should mention that if an exam is offered in the digital or digital hybrid mode during standard testing, well, that's the way it's going to be for late testing as well. And we handle this no differently than we have in the past. We still have to indicate this in AP registration and ordering. Just because it's digital doesn't mean it's going to automatically happen for us. And maybe we should rewind a little bit. Let's also try to explain just what we mean by late testing.
Right. So, as you said, there are several reasons why a student may require late testing. Some of the more common reasons are a conflict with an academic contest or event.
Like maybe a debate competition.
Another reason is an athletic contest or event.
Like baseball playoffs or a meet for track and field.
Students can also be sick, they can be ill and not come to school on the day of their standard exam. That's another reason.
Yep, happens every year.
Students may also have 2 or more AP exams on the same date at the same time. And no matter how talented they are, those students cannot be in two places at the same time.
Right. One of those exams will have to be rescheduled into late testing.
Correct. And those are just a few of the approved reasons for late testing. A full table with all the reasons can be found in the AP Coordinator's Manual, Part 1, pages 29 to 30. Check it out. Ooh. And wait a second. Karli, I'm getting some. Wait a second. I'm getting some breaking news. We have just been notified that there will be a new option when selecting the reason for late testing in AP registration and ordering. It's digital testing logistics. Schools can select this option in cases where they have a shortage of devices or other challenges related specifically to digital testing. It's not in the table that we just mentioned, but it will be in AP registration and ordering later this year. Coming soon, Karli. Coming soon.
Nice. Thanks for the breaking news. It's good to know. And Derek, this is also important to know. When the cause of late testing is beyond the control of the school and the student, there's no additional fee. Again, no additional fee. More information on this in the manual on those same pages you just mentioned, 29 to 30.
We're on a roll. Let's also share that exams for late testing are ordered through AP registration and ordering. I think we mentioned that. So if you know in advance that a student needs to take an exam on the late testing date, please account for this when submitting your original orders for exams.
If it's after March 14th, 2025, and unanticipated events arise, no worries. We can still switch existing exam orders from regular to late testing if needed. Details about doing so will be in the AP Coordinator's Manual, Part 2.
One last note, and we hope this does not happen, but if a school loses a significant number of net instructional days, please contact AP Services for Educators before March 14th, 2025 to talk about it.
Derek, nice try there, but that's not going to be the one last note. We've got one more big thing to talk about.
I knew it. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. May I present, for your listening enjoyment, Karli's fastball question of the week.
Derek, why is late testing now a full week instead of just 3 days? What's up with that?
Really good question. I'll start by saying that this change is partially in response to feedback from our favorite people in education, AP coordinators. So, AP coordinators have been saying that late testing can be extra challenging because of the number of testing rooms and proctors all needed at the same time. Plus, with so many exams bunched together at the same time, it was inevitable that some students would have two late exams on the same day at the same time. Not great. So this year we've expanded late testing to a full week. The new schedule also helps to support the growing number of AP exam subjects, both now and into the future, as well as conflicts with things like state testing and other end of year activities. While, frankly, no one really loves the idea of more days of testing, we do think the new schedule supports more students and more schools. And the schedule can be found on the second to last page of the AP Coordinator's Manual, Part 1. Did I answer your question?
You did. I'll give you a solid single for now. We'll see if it turns into a home run in May. But seriously, I do understand the challenges with testing space and proctors. I have that at my school nearly every year. So the new schedule should help with that. I'll also be able to schedule my most experienced proctors more often, which I love. That helps to keep me in my comfort zone. I do a lot of proctoring myself, but I can't be everywhere at the same time.
Another good point. And hey, I'll take the base hit for now. And before you get ready to launch another fastball high and inside, let's finish up. Have you had time to think about our coordinated call to action?
I have. Fellow AP coordinators, let's be sure to check out the AP Coordinators Manual Part 1, pages 29 to 30, for all the details on late testing. And let's check out the AP exam schedule for May 2025 as well. Early awareness plus a little early planning for late testing helps to keep all of us exactly on time and very, coordinated.
Thanks, everyone, for joining the conversation today. And thanks to you, Karli. You are always right on time. And everyone, please join us next week on the podcast. We're going to talk about one of the main reasons why we're all doing this for our AP students. We're going to check in to hear the latest updates on AP credit policies. We're working very hard behind the scenes to make sure our students get the college credit and placement they deserve. And we have updates.
Until then, fellow AP coordinators, for all our continued support of AP students. Yep, our support. AP coordinators, we are truly good as gold.
And maybe I just don't know. I'll say it over and over and over again till I believe it's so. I'm good as gold.
AP coordinators, despite your best intentions, did you miss out on the AP Coordinator Back to School Workshop?
Fear not. The Back to School Workshop is now available on YouTube.
That's right. And we have 2 on-demand videos available. One for new AP coordinators and one for those with a little more experience.
Or watch them both.
Great idea. Check out the show notes for a link to the videos.
Or you can go to collegeboard.org/AP Coordinator Experience. That's collegeboard.org/AP Coordinator Experience.
Get your popcorn ready. This is one more summer blockbuster you won't want to miss.